Welcome back to Nerdog Podcast, episode 39. I'm Josef, and together with me here tonight, I got Angel, Ogge, and Zombie. And today we're gonna talk a little bit about the 1981 Norman J. Warren cult classic Inseminoid, aka Horror Planet. But before we do that, let's check how the crew is doing. Angel, how are you doing?
I'm tired as shit because I don't get to sleep. I was on pretty okay.
Okay.
Mm.
Right. Zombie, how are you doing?
A lot has happened, but I'm pretty good.
Something you want to share?
I'm on a board now, and I'm like basically the head person in it, which is out of nowhere. So
And
yeah,
you don't have a clue how you got there either, I guess.
I kind of just got chosen because no one else wanted to be it.
Ah, okay. Well, that sucks.
Yeah, but it's fun as well. So
Oops.
Okay, how are you doing, man?
Meh. I'm
Meh?
alright.
What?
I'm doing alright.
Okay. Well, alright. Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm doing pretty okay as well. I'm a bit sniffy still, but besides that, I'm alright. I guess all of you have seen at least 20 movies each, and you wanna dissect them.
Yes.
All of them.
Yes.
of course,
Who wants to go first?
I can go first because I don't have that many.
Yeah, okay.
I've mostly been watching Brain, Stroke, Health.
never heard of it.
What have I been watching? I watched some really old Disney like Aristocats.
That's horrifying.
Oh yes, it's cat to a cat alert like someone that's allergic to cats. That's terrifying. And some other Disney movie I don't remember. And 10 Reasons Why I Hate You. Also very horrifying.
Isn't that like a romantic comedy?
Romantic drama comedy with oh god, what's his face? He died a few years back. He plays Joker.
Heath Ledger.
Yeah, Heath Ledger plays the main guy in it. And I didn't know that until I was watching this with my friend, and he's like, he just mentioned the name as it popped up, like all the big names pops up in the beginning of the movie, and I'm like, I have to double check, like, who is this? And it's like, it's my favorite Joker. He was hot when he was young.
Without makeup.
Yes. Yeah, good actor.
Yeah,
Such a good
he
actor,
was unfortunate that he passed away so young.
Yeah, there it is. Otherwise than that, I don't really have watched any. Wow, grammar. I haven't really been watching anything. I kind of stopped watching Dexter. Because it kept like fucking up. Like the copies I have are broken. So that kind of sucks. But yeah, I haven't really been watching anything because I've been playing too much.
Okay.
So, anyone else?
Okay. Have you seen anything? No.
Not really. Haven't had much time to watch movies. I have seen season 5 of Vikings though, and it was meh.
Okay.
Pretty, yeah, it was decent.
Is that series good? Besides season 5, or
The first seasons are good,
yeah.
but then there's a certain character who dies, and then the show just gets more and more boring.
Ah,
It's still an alright show though.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, no, that doesn't sound like I recommend though.
I recommend the first seasons.
When I was working down at the school kitchen here, the old ladies there was like, "Yeah, Vikings super good and Arrow's super good." I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Okay. Zombie, have you catched anything?
Uh,
Note.
I was gonna watch Into the Dark, but then I became an idiot for like weeks because it got downloaded on like WinZip, and my dumbass went like, "Well, I don't have that, so fuck my life." Forgetting that you can download shit for like weeks until like recently, which is today.
Wow. Good. Wow.
Okay.
Good job. Good
So
job.
I'm gonna watch that series, but otherwise I don't have anything worthy of mentioning.
Wait, what was Into the Dark? It feels like I
Uh,
missed
the-
it.
Into the
TV
dark. I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, fuck that then.
Speaking of Into the Dark, that's actually my recently seen because I have continued on with the series and I watched the third and fourth movies that series and that's all I've catched up on.
Didn't you finish The Walking Dead?
Oh yeah. I've finished up season 9 finally.
How many seasons is there?
I think they're on. I think they're gonna broadcast season 11 this fall.
11? I thought they ended at 10.
No,
Fine.
There's 11 seasons of that.
yeah,
The-
God.
but season 9 isn't as good as season 8 in my opinion. But they've thrown in a couple of interesting things in the season, and I'm actually looking forward to watching season 10.
Yeah, I think I ended off like halfway or like the end of season 8. Cause the broadcasting thing or the streaming site I watched it on. It was just like, hey, have 2 months free on this streaming site. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, sure, I'll take that. Then they didn't really have anything more interesting than just The Walking Dead, so I didn't feel like paying $10 a month for it to watch something that I watch maybe 2 times every other week.
Fair.
So
But yeah, back to Into the Dark. The third movie is called Puka with an exclamation mark. And I actually think Ogge would like this one, to be honest.
Okay.
It's about a struggling actor who lands a job as a mascot around Christmas time for the new hot toy that year, which is Puka.
oh yeah, I know this one.
And then it doesn't take too long before he falls in love with a single mother, and everything seems to be fine and dandy for him, except for the fact that he starts to get horrific hallucinations and that he starts to develop this weird drawing toward the mascot costume for some reason.
As you do.
Exactly. I sort of liked this episode of movie or whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's a weird mindfuck kind of movie that got some pretty horrific images in it, with some pretty good acting and an ending that I didn't see coming. But yeah, marginal thumbs up from me. I thought it was an okay movie. But I think Ogge would like that one. It's called Puka with 2 O and a K.
Yeah, I saw. I don't remember who it was. It was someone. I watched so many reviewers on YouTube. And one of them was reviewing this one, and they went into detail on about like what it was about and stuff like that. I don't think I'm gonna watch the movie, but it was interesting seeing it, at least in a review.
Yeah, I was actually scratching my head through most of the movie up until the ending when you know they showed you what really happened.
Yeah.
Let's say, without spoiling anything, but it was an okay movie. The fourth movie, called New Year, New You, is a completely other story.
No.
It's about this group of old friends who gather around on New Year's Eve to party, and pretty soon everything spirals out of control as they are rehashing old memories. Many of the gripes they've been harboring start to manifest themselves into murder and mayhem. Holy fucking shit. This movie or episode or whatever sucks. None of the characters are
Sympathetic.
That's the
Yeah.
word.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone is either an asshole or a complete and utter fucking idiot.
Mm-hmm.
There's no suspense, no enjoyment whatsoever, and the whole idea behind the movie has been done to death before. It's very predictable where everything is gonna go, and if every movie in the Into the Dark series were like this, I would have given up already at the first movie. Big thumbs down. I hated this one. It was utter shit, to be honest.
Oh yeah. No wait. Until you're done.
Yeah, I'm done.
So we weren't supposed to watch. Me and my friend, we weren't supposed to watch Disney. We were actually supposed to watch Godzilla, the original Godzilla from.
From the 50s.
Yeah, because I've never watched it, and I think he has. Where it's like, okay, we're gonna see if we can find it. I spent almost an hour and a half trying to find a way to watch it. Oh, and holy shit, they protect their movies. The only thing I could find was 2 in the original language without subtitles. And I'm not gonna learn Japanese just to watch a movie.
just to watch a movie from the 50s.
So I might actually go out of my way and buy a copy of it or something whenever he comes over. Because I'm still interested in watching the movie, because I've never seen it. I know the concept, and I've seen Cinemassacre talk about it.
Yeah, James Rolfe.
Yeah.
You know some place to buy the movie?
Probably
Yeah,
Amazon or eBay.
yeah, I think there is a box with. I think it's the first generation of Godzilla movies
Mm.
in that box, like the ones from the 50s and
Uh.
60s, I think,
Yeah.
because the like every 20 years or so they reboot the Godzilla franchise.
Because
Mm.
why not?
Yeah, exactly. Have you guys seen the latest American remake of Godzilla?
No.
Not yet.
It's the one with Dwayne, right? The Rock, the big guy.
You mean Dwayne Johnson? No. You're thinking of Rampage.
Yeah. Did everyone have a stroke?
I think so.
Okay, yeah, no. Yeah, no, so like, I was trying my hardest to actually find somewhere to watch it with English subtitles. No.
Isn't there a American dubbed version as well? I think.
Yeah, but we wanted to watch it with our original language for reasons. So
I think they added some extra scenes in the American version as well, like a narrator or something.
yeah, maybe. But yeah, so I don't really remember the company question mark. The what the fuck are they called? Like Bloomhouse and stuff like that.
Production company.
Yeah, like the production company of Godzilla, at least the original Godzilla.
What the fuck are they called? Thai. Jesus, I gotta hold on. I gotta check that.
Yeah. Yeah, like whoever they are, they really protect their movies. It's like, jeez.
Legendary Pictures. That's right.
But you're gonna see something else.
Gojira. Toho.
Yeah, so that's like, yeah. They'd be
Right.
like, no, you gotta pay us monies if you wanna watch our movies. It's like, oh, fuck.
Even though the movie is like 72 years old, I think.
Yeah, something around there. Like it got out 1951, I think.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Then it's 79 years old.
Yeah, because I had to look it up. Like, what's the original title of the movie? Because the ones I found were the one from 2019, and I think 2014. I'm like
The latest American remake is from 2014.
yeah.
And its sequel, Godzilla King of the Monsters, came out last year.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I actually want the original movie, thanks. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But you should check out the latest American remake and its sequel. I personally thought they were really good, even though they are a bit cookie cutter story wise, but the action is good.
Wait, Godzilla has a story? For me, it's just like Godzilla. It's always been like, is this a huge fucking sea lizard that comes out of the water and starts raging havoc? It's like, that's it, nothing else. It has no story, it has no plot line, it's just a giant sea lizard, and the military is trying to kill it.
Well,
Well,
I think that sums up Godzilla, to be honest.
that is a plot in itself, though.
Yeah. Ogge, have you seen the latest American remake?
No, I haven't.
You should.
I've only seen the first remake, and that wasn't particularly good.
The one from 1998.
Yeah.
I saw that one when it came out on VHS, and I haven't seen it since then.
It's pretty much
Oh,
the same here.
Yeah, feeling a bit old.
I remember
As
it's
you
one of
should.
those movies that looked really good on trailers, but when you watched the actual movie, it wasn't anything special.
Isn't that Frenchman in that movie? The fuck is his name? Sean something. Is in
Shaun
a,
of the Dead.
he is in a lot of French action flicks.
I think so.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Do we have anything else we want to add here, or should we move on to the trailer?
Fuck the trailer.
That's your catchphrase, right?
No, it's my catchphrase is there's a dog in the movie. It's fucking amazing. It's the best actor ever. That's my catchphrase.
Oh, your catchphrase is maybe shot.
That's a fact. Yes.
That is your catchphrase. And our catchphrase is just groaning at your catchphrase.
Yeah, jumping out of the voice chat room.
Yeah, it's like
We
giving
should just get a shadow realm and banish you to it whenever you start.
Some of you have been playing way too much D&D lately.
Don't call me out like that.
Did someone gonna call you out? Okay, trailer.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
So here is the trailer for 1981's Inseminoid. Oh God.
We really need that shadow realm.
Far below the surface of a sub-zero planet, hidden in the freezing mists, something is watching. Something is waiting, breathing quietly in the dark, biding its time until the right human comes along. And then it will strike. Not just to kill, but to do something far, far worse. Soon she's going to be a mother. And there might not be anyone left alive to witness the event. Which will be a pity, because it promises to be a very, very unusual birth. Somewhere in the depths of space, a horrific nightmare is about to become a reality. Inseminoid, a far from human birth.
On a research base on a unspecified planet, a team of researchers has found proof of a long dead civilization in one of the planet's cavern systems. After a closer inspection, they find some strange glowing crystals, and shortly after, an explosion occurs, injuring two in the team. Soon, one of the injured researchers starts to change and gets aggressive and attack the rest of the team. Later on, when things has started to calm down, two of the other members of the team venture down into the caverns again to continue on with the investigation, and it doesn't take long before they are attacked by an alien life form that impregnates one of the female researchers, causing her to turn homicidal and murder the rest of the team one by one. Okay, so that's the plot for Inseminoid, aka Horror Planet. And I want to hear from Ogge first, because he told me off air that he had been interested in Inseminoid for some time. So let's hear it, Ogge.
I liked it. It was pretty much what I hoped for. It has good pacing, nice atmosphere, and good effects. I like everything about this movie, really.
Oh.
It's
Huh.
yeah, it's probably an 8 of 10.
Okay.
Yeah, 8.
Huh. Well,
You sound surprised.
yeah, I actually am. I actually thought I was gonna be alone on this one, but okay. Angel, what are your thoughts on?
So I didn't realize until I actually started a movie that, hey, I've watched this one before.
You had seen it before?
I have seen it before.
Okay. Oh, all right.
Back in high school, like the summer between high school and college, me and some friends were constantly hanging out, and we were sleeping, having a fucking sleepover week or whatever at one of our friends, and we were binge watching bad movies. Like, we watched anything that we could find in this. I don't really know what kind. It kind of something like Netflix, but like the output of it was gonna say like they don't have as many and as good movies. So and we started this one, and it's like back then I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Today I thought it was a bit boring. I got like the biggest alien feeling from it. So that kind of gave it a little bit of a plus. But it's nothing I will rewatch. It's nothing like, well, I kind of can recommend it. Like, hey, if you don't really have anything else to watch, you can watch this. The effects was pretty okay, and the atmosphere was pretty okay. I'm very fond of old sci-fi horror. So even if it was boring, it was pretty okay. It gets like a 5 out of 10 homicidal ship crew members.
Huh.
So I mean,
I'm gonna
Yeah.
be perfectly honest with you, Angel. I actually thought you were gonna hate this movie.
okay, you cut out twice.
Oh,
Yeah.
I actually thought you were gonna hate this movie, to be honest.
No, it's like, it was fine. Yes, the whole thing with I got alien feelings of it, and that it's sci-fi and it's horror, and it's not from like last year. Those three things weighs up for it to be better than expected. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Hmm. Glad to hear it. Zombie?
I had mixed feelings about it because I think it's a good movie. At the same time, I, as Angel, thought it was a bit boring, but I I liked it. But it's not the kind of movie that I would like watch
Over,
for
over
my
and over and over and over
yeah,
again.
or like just generally watch at all because it wouldn't really be a title that would catch me. But even though it's not the kind of movie I would like watch by myself, it's a good movie in its own right. Which is why I will give it a rating of like 6.5 out of 10 because it is a good movie, but it's not my kind of movie.
Yeah. Well, Inseminoid is kind of a downbeat movie, if you know what I
Yeah.
mean. It's not fun. It's it's actually pretty dark when you
It
start to
is.
think about what's happening in it.
Yeah.
Okay, so my thoughts then. I can't remember when I saw Inseminoid for the very first time, but I guess it was around when I was about 9 or 10 years old, and the release of the movie I saw was the heavily cut Swedish VHS release. Um, but either way, I like the movie despite the cuts, and I have of course seen the movie uncut over the years, which has just made it grow on me even more. It's not a good movie by any stretch, in my opinion. It is a B movie, but at the same time, I think it got some things going for it. Like the movie got this thick atmosphere throughout that it permeates it with this eerie feeling of isolation and hopelessness.
Yeah.
Sort of like you said, Angel, Alien.
Mm.
I mean, we're stuck with this group of people at this secluded location, and there is no escape from the threat that lies ahead. Uh, the only way forward is facing it,
Yeah.
which
And there.
which actually makes me wonder if the script writers took inspiration from the slasher genre. At least since the second half of the movie very much feels like a slasher movie. You know, when she's stalking the rest of the crew and kills them off one by one.
Yeah.
And I also think that the downbeat ending of the movie is awesome as well. I love when movie makers dare to, make unhappy endings from time to time, and like I said, Inseminoid hits the mark big time, I'd say, when it comes to being downbeat. That is.
Mm.
I also like the fact that the movie doesn't explain that much, you know, and I think I think it's to the movie's advantage. It's sort of like in Alien and The Thing. You don't get any explanations. The only thing you get is a lot of questions,
Mm.
which adds to the atmosphere and
You only know as much as the characters do.
yeah, exactly. It's like you are there with them.
Yeah. Adds to the mystery.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
mystery is no fun when it's scary. And you have to fight it.
Yeah. The acting is nothing to write home about, but I think the people in front of the camera gets the job done.
Yeah.
Except during the extremely awkward fighting scenes, which
Mhm.
Oh,
actually
yeah.
made me chuckle a lot this time around.
Like, her just bashing the other girl's head in, like,
Yeah, well, she doesn't even bash it.
yeah, like it doesn't even look like you're trying to make it even look real for a second.
Yeah. But that's also part of it, the movie's charm, you know.
Yeah.
Uh,
She just kills a girl by pretending to smash her head in. That's skill. That's just by the wind force of it.
yeah.
Strength.
But even though I think things like that are kind of silly and very cheesy, I think the movie got some straight up creepy things with it, like uh, what's her name in the movie is Sandy.
Me and the killer.
Yeah, exactly. I
That sounded.
yeah, okay. I actually think she's kind of creepy at times.
Yeah.
When you know when she's shifting back and forth between scared and helpless to completely homicidal and insane, and I think the close-ups of her face with her stare is kind of unsettling as well for some reason. And to be honest, I think she's probably the best actor in there as well.
Yeah.
I think the effects, well, the movie is almost 40 years old, so you know the effects looks a bit hokey in my opinion. But I think that the designs of the creature still looks pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, they could have looked hell of a lot worse.
For the little what we see of it, it is very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
And that's also a thing that they didn't actually like show it. They just give you glimpses of the creature. So it leaves much to the imagination of what
yeah, and
look like.
and they don't explain the the rape scene either, like her hallucinations during that scene.
Mm.
Okay, so I'm just gonna throw it in here. I had no idea that she got raped.
What?
That's how much I paid attention.
Yeah, like
that's the whole
Not-
point with the movie.
Yeah. Not to bash on you, but how can you miss that? It's such a weird scene.
Yeah.
I don't fucking pay attention half the time, okay? Leave me alone.
To be honest, I should know this. But yeah,
Yeah. But yeah, Inseminoid is without a doubt one of my favorite trashy and cheesy 80s sci-fi horror flicks. And it's a movie that I return to from time to time. I think it's flawed for sure, but I think it's got enough gore, cheese, and atmosphere in there to entertain, and that's why I return to it from time to time.
yeah.
Uh, and my rating will be 9 out of 10.
Nice. I think the biggest issue I had with the movie as a whole was the fact that during certain scenes when they were in their space costumes and talking to each other, sometimes you could barely hear what they were saying, or as I could not hear at all what they were saying most of the time. Like,
There's there's a reason for that, and that is because it's like static. What the fuck is it called?
even with that, it felt like they could understand each other, which is the part that, like,
I don't think they could understand each other. It was just, you know, they showed with their hands like, I'm gonna go.
or I'm gonna smash your head in with a rock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
simple gestures, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, like my favorite scene in the whole movie is the girl that her foot gets stuck and she's like she completely ignores what the guy at the radio says. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna cut off my foot.
Yeah, like
I think she panicked.
yeah, and what it looked like is like those cables were very small, and it's very hard to do with the gloves that she was wearing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the thing I didn't understand was like she didn't attempt in the slightest to like cut her foot loose whatsoever. Like even though it might have been fruitless, like even try to do it.
Yeah,
Just
but
straight for the foot.
you kind of actually answered your own question here. Panic.
Yeah.
Because I mean, when you're panicked, you don't think about the logical solution of, oh, I can cut off. Like let's say that you're stuck under a tree or a branch or whatever, and you have an axe or you have a sword. No, that doesn't work.
Machete.
Like you have something you can cut it off with. You're not gonna think, oh, I can cut off the tree and get out that way. If you're in a panic, you will be like, I will cut off my leg. I can walk without my fucking leg. Because your brain is in a panic mode.
Yeah. She takes the tube and puts it in her mouth, and it's like what did they say? 89.
Yeah, it's below 0.
Yeah,
at
yeah,
least.
yeah.
Like,
It's
like
very, very low.
80 minus 80 degrees, I think.
Yeah, but I think it's Fahrenheit.
yeah, they're speaking in American terms.
I think.
The thing is, like, what they say in the beginning, it's,
Oh no, this movie is British.
same shit, really.
Oh, so it's Celsius. Shit.
So even if the planet has 2 suns, it still stays below -0. So it's like so it's freezing cold. And I mean, they're out in space and whatnot, and they can't breathe the air on the planet. Her face would have fucking frozen off.
Yeah. Which it did.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about this, Ogge? You're very quiet over there.
Yeah.
Short and sweet. Yeah.
That's my thoughts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, but I think of this like it's the trashy alien movie. It's like Alien, but it's very trashy and
It's low budget
cheesy.
alien.
yeah, pretty much.
The funny thing is that this is part of the background. Both Norman J. Warren and the distributors of Alien, 20th Century Fox, has rejected claims that the script for Inseminoid was influenced by Alien.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Both story-wise, but also planet-wise, because it's a very rocky planet, just like the one in Alien. If I remember correctly.
Honestly, I so want to rewatch the whole Alien franchise right now. Having some quality sci-fi here.
What are you waiting for?
Can we finish the?
Oh, okay, you know what?
podcast
Later,
first?
I'll leave.
No, don't leave me here with them.
Hey,
Yeah, because it's not like you have known Joseph for about as long as you have known me.
That's beside the point.
Wow.
and Ogge doesn't say that much.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
Mhm.
Gosh.
Just is there.
He exists.
There's a bunch of things going on. And like there's a storm outside, and there's lots of noises, so I'm trying to. It's messing up with my recording.
Great.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
there's storms all over Sweden right now.
Background noises. Whoop whoop. But yeah, Inseminoid. What else is there to say about it?
Mm,
That's not that
It's
well known, I guess.
yeah.
It's pretty underrated. It's a good movie. Good movie if you like science fiction or
If you like
Reminds.
B science fiction, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, well, there are worse movies out there.
Oh yeah, most
definitely.
definitely.
Oh, yes.
And to be honest, it doesn't look that much like a B movie. Like it can get a lot worse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
They had a pretty
definitely.
decent, like, environment they were in, I would say. Which played to their, like, advantage.
Yeah, it's like
Because
yeah. go ahead.
they moved around a lot in said environment as well. To show, like, the size of the place they were. Which was pretty nice.
Oh, but by the way, I just remembered something. This time around when I was watching the movie, I realized something that didn't make any sense in the movie. You know when she's planting the bombs on that door,
Yeah.
the big metal door.
Mm-hmm.
She plants them on the door, and the door blows out. It doesn't really make any sense. It should blow in, not out.
Yeah.
You sure about that? She didn't like put up reverse bombs.
Reverse bomb.
That skill. Well,
I'm trying to see what a reverse bomb is. It like
Uh,
makes things whole again.
Oh,
Maybe that's
right.
something that fixes it.
That's actually the meaning of reverse. Yeah.
like the doors were built so that if they were ever blown up, because they planned for that, they would blow outwards and not inwards, I guess.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
exactly what they did. They foresaw that someone will try and blow up this door, and
Yeah.
it's like,
It will blow up in this direction,
yes.
wherever the bombs are.
It's kind of like when you cut down trees and you can make it fall wherever you want.
But with a
Yeah.
big metal door instead.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Indeed. Great conversation.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you think of in the end, the alien?
So ugly.
Actually, this time around, I was actually surprised that there were, like 2 or 3 more minutes after that last jump scare. I didn't remember that there were more after that. So I was like, huh? Oh, and by the way, did any of you catch what one of the guys called the pilot?
Nope.
No.
He said horse shit.
Oh,
Well, he called him horse shit, I think.
Well, why not, I guess.
Well, we all have,
I think he said something like, "Hey, horse shit," and then he asked something.
I mean, we all have like our special nicknames and whatnot.
Yeah, but horse shit. I mean,
Yeah, don't you just call your friends like that like, hey, fuckface, come over here.
Sophie, you know that I actually call my friends shit like that.
okay.
Yeah, I've been called that, so
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
From here on out, I will call you horse shit.
In the most
I will call you
endearing way.
dog shit.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
He stands in line at the grocery store and is like, "Hey, horse shit, come now, it's time to go." And the cashier be like, "What the fuck?"
All right, dog shit, I'm coming.
But yeah, trying to think here.
There's not much else to say about it, I would say, at least.
No.
It does make sense that it was like 2 babies born, though. I'll give them credit for it.
Wait, what? There was 2 babies born?
At least 2 eggs.
Honestly, I only saw a really fucking ugly alien baby, and I was like, "What the fuck is that? What the fuck am I watching?"
10 out of 10 review.
But how do you mean made cells?
Because much earlier in the movie, I think his name was like, I don't remember his name, but he was the one that died together with the girl that got impregnated. He mentioned like that those that lived on the planet before had not something to do with praising 2 gods, and much what they did was like twice or something.
Yeah, like they had 2 sons.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's totally
okay.
makes
which
I
which
never thought about that.
which ties together with there being 2 aliens born.
most definitely, yeah.
Yeah, it was just a nice little thing that they did that you don't necessarily need to catch, but when you do, it's pretty nice.
Huh. Well, like I said, I've never thought about it.
The more you know.
Fuck off.
But yeah, are we emptied?
I feel emptied.
Baby shit.
Oh God.
Angel
Okay,
feel
okay.
emptied.
Do you have anything
Yeah,
else?
now I'm empty.
you wanna-
Honestly, I didn't pay too much attention to the movie, so yeah.
Yeah, we've noticed.
No, fuck off.
Okay, some background though.
Oh, right, yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah. The
Forgot about that segment.
you can go first, Daniel.
Yeah, I was just pulling up my information.
Yes.
Okay. Despite a positive box office response in the UK and overseas, Inseminoid failed to impress most critics who
Reacted.
reacted negatively to the film's production design, special effects. The acting in general was also poorly received. Through Geeson's performance was praised, though Jesus' performance was praised. Inseminoid's reputation suffered from its premise of an
Extraterrestrial.
extraterrestrial insemination, which led critics to regard the film as a weak copy of Alien from 1979. However, both Warren and Alien distributed 21st Century Fox reacted
Reacted.
claims that the script for Inseminoid was influenced by the earlier
Influenced.
films. Jesus Christ, I can't read today. The bulk of the movie was filmed in the Chislehurst Cave.
Chislehurst Caves, I think it's.
Yeah, that sounds about right. To enhance the production value, but resetting lights and moving cameras around the natural rock formation proved to be problematic, and time-consuming. Originally Norman J. Warren wanted orchestral sound. Orchestra, yeah. But because of lack of budget, John Scott, the composer of the movie, suggested electronic.
Synthesizers.
Yes.
Okay, I got a couple of things here as well. After making Satan's Slave from 1976, Prey from 1977, and Terror from 1978, I got all of those movies together with Inseminoid. Yes! Norman J. Warren was to have directed a film called Gargoyles. After this production collapsed without a finished script, Warren and producer Richard Gordon accepted a story idea from husband and wife duo of Nick and Gloria Maley, who had been members of the special effects unit on Satan's Slave. The Maleys wrote the film both as an amalgam of their favorite science fiction ideas and to showcase their effects work. The script, which indicated that the film is set 2 decades in the future in a militaristic universe, was provisionally titled Doom Seeds to avoid confusion with the 1977 film Demon Seed. This was changed to Inseminoid, and the movie is also known as Horror Planet in the States. Like I think I've said it like 3 or 4 times already.
Mm-hmm.
The script was written in 4 days because director Norman J. Warren had financial backers and no screenplay. The film was shot in 4 weeks. And the last couple of things I got here is that Judy Geeson, who played Sandy, went on to appear in a lot of TV series, but she also appeared in Rob Zombie's The Lords of Salem and 31 a couple of years back. Stephen Grimes, who played Gary, went on to appear in A Nightmare on Elm Street, The Dream Child, which is part 5 of that series, and Highlander 2, The Quickening, and also the first live-action Scooby-Doo movie from 2002 as well. Which
Where are you?
which feels a bit weird coming from Inseminoid.
Yeah.
Whatever. And the final thing I got here is that Jan Seagal, who played Jeff, whoever that was in the movie, went on to appear in the 1986 slasher Slaughter High. And that's all the background I got. I think we should cover Scooby-Doo movies sometime.
Yeah, I mean, Scooby-Doo Zombie Island, question mark?
It would
Yeah.
make sense.
Yeah, I
Well,
think that could count as horror, even if it isn't like horror.
Yeah, well, it is horror, but kid-friendly horror.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I mean, not horror,
Yeah.
but horror.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. I think we're pretty done with the Inseminoid done.
Yep. So, Ogge,
Yeah.
what's the next movie?
I haven't decided.
No, it's Friday the 13th.
It is.
Yeah,
Oh,
next
oh.
recording is, yeah. And Ogge is the one that is leading that episode.
I'll be down.
That's more than I knew, apparently, but
Okay, so the next pick is Friday the 13th, the final chapter done.
Yeah.
Right. Actually,
which one is that among all of them?
It's movie number 4, and it got the final chapter as a subtitle, but
Zombie, what did you say?
I asked which one it was in the
Part 4.
franchise. Ah,
Yeah. I have it all written down.
because I think you cut out, Joseph, because it was like I just heard your blah and then but it's named the
okay,
final
yeah,
chapter,
yeah,
and it was like that explained nothing.
yeah, okay, I probably cut out on
Yeah.
Yeah.
fucking Discord. Okay, so the next pick is Friday the 13th, the final chapter, which isn't the final chapter by a long stretch.
It's only the beginning.
Yeah, sort of. And we are playing out with Left 4 Dead. They came from outer space.
From outer space.
God. Okay, so I guess it's time to wrap things up then.
Yep.
Say goodbye to the good folks.
Bye, good folks.
Thank you for listening. I'll hopefully hear you in another one, and see you later.
Later, good people.
Thanks for listening, and hopefully we'll hear from you in the next episode. Take care, and bye-bye.
They came from outer space to control the human race. Yesterday they captured me, and I'll never be the same. They put a bug inside my brain with their sonic laser beams. Now they've got me under mind control. All my thoughts are not my own. A slave to their command, they took my soul, left me a hypnotized robotic drone. A hypnotized robotic drone. A hypnotized robotic drone.